Hey guys, it's me, Lil Ninja, back in another video, and today we're doing What If Deku Had the Omnitrix Part 4. And I didn't post yesterday because I newly decided that I will not be posting on Thursdays just to get new recordings for my for my videos. You know how I usually play something in the background. I use it's pre-recorded. I use that time to get I use Thursdays to get new videos. I'm announcing this so that way you guys know if I'm not posting on Thursday, I'm not going to be posting on Thursday at all anymore. So yeah. Izuku, why did I just say Izuku? Another great what if. What if Deku had the Omnitrix? No shoutouts, because of course, no one comment on any of this week's videos, and this will be the last video for this week. Without further ado, let's get into this great video. It's Little Ninja time. Off with Izuku ready to fight Shoto Todoroki, or just Todoroki if you want to call him that. This is Izuku's second battle, ready to freaking take down Todoroki the best that he can, knowing that if he wins those, he only has 2 more battles. Izuku is ready to take anyone that comes in his way down. Izuku, looking at the Omnitrix, then forcing himself into a half transformation of Big Chill, runs at Todoroki. Then Izuku freezing Todoroki, but Todoroki breaking out of the ice easily. Izuku half transforming into a version of 4 arms, and then just starts to try and push Todoroki back out of the ring. But of course, Todoroki stops himself with some ice and starts fighting back. Izuku, not knowing what to do, fully transforms back and starts gaining distance away from Todoroki. Todoroki, trying to finish this fast, uses his powers and to make a giant iceberg headed directly towards Izuku. Izuku half transforming back into Big Chill and encasing himself in a ice barrier that stops the iceberg from fully hitting Izuku. With this, Izuku fully transforms into Big Chill and then just breaks out of the ice and starts rushing at Todoroki. Todoroki not really having this, just saying freaking ready to take Izuku out, not caring what kind of alien Izuku uses, and just tries to fight back at Izuku. Izuku, knowing that he has to do this quick, not wanting to make Todoroki feel like he is a weakling or make anyone else wait for this long. Izuku just wants to get this over fast. But of course, Todoroki fights back with all of his might. He tries to make another giant iceberg. And of course, this one, Izuku not expecting another iceberg. Izuku actually gets hit full on by this ice and actually almost passes out until Izuku transforms into not heat blast. I just remembered Izuku doesn't have that alien anymore. Wait, I need to check my other video, see what I put in there. So let me check. Yeah, Izuku does not have heat blast. I'm pretty sure the 10 aliens that he had, I'm not gonna say them all again, but I know that he doesn't have heat blast. Izuku transforming into Omnitrix, which is an alien that I introduced in the last episode of this great what if. Izuku used Omnitrix's radiation to completely destroy the ice and then fully transform back. Then he used a half transformation of 4 arms, which gave him the strength he needed to try and push Todoroki out of the ring. Of course, this wasn't enough, and Izuku is just basically mad, stating that Todoroki is not using his full power, and it wouldn't really be that much satisfying if Todoroki didn't use his fire. Todoroki stating that you're not going all out either. You have more forms than this. Izuku stating that those forms got locked after, the incident. And Todoroki stops him saying, no, not those forms. The powered up versions of your aliens. You're not even using ultimate, which I know is the weakest of those transformations. Izuku smirking. You really are I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. Izuku is just looking at Todoroki, thinking he really knows how to pay attention. Izuku saying, fine, I'll use my power, but that means you'll have to use yours. Izuku saying, because it's yours, not anyone else's, not mine, not his, it's yours. Izuku stating this, Todoroki realizes that this fire is not Endeavor's fire, it's his fire. He should embrace his own power that he has inside of him. Todoroki igniting his flames on his right side and his left side becoming fully ice. Izuku is just ready for this. Izuku fully transforms into Big Chill and then turns into Ultimate Big Chill, stating that now we both have fire and ice. Izuku is just ready for this battle. Izuku fully ready to be flying right after Todoroki. Todoroki doing the same, knowing that he has to beat Izuku. Izuku and Todoroki just duking it out, with each of them separating blow for blow, ice for ice, fire for fire, and just making it super hard for any one of them to win. Eventually, both Izuku and Todoroki get tired of this battle, this powerful battle that has gone on for a long time. Izuku not knowing that he doesn't have that long, as he's only ever trained for an hour inside of the omnitrix. It's been about an hour and 5 minutes. If he doesn't do something now, he won't have any much more time just to take Todoroki out. Izuku, knowing what he has to do, he fully transforms back and then combines 4 arms with Big Chill and basically encases Todoroki in powerful ice and then throws Todoroki out. And with this, Izuku is given the win. Todoroki eventually burns himself out of the ice and would pass out after that. Izuku, beside Todoroki, inside of basically the Cork Hospital, or inside of Recovery Girl's office or place, whatever you want to call it. Izuku is asking Todoroki why he never uses fire before. And Todoroki would give him the whole backstory of how Endeavor he was only born to basically be more powerful than All Might. Izuku just thinking, Endeavor is just a bad person. Izuku knowing that Endeavor was the number 2 hero, but not knowing that Endeavor would actually be this bad of a person. Izuku patting Todoroki on the back, stating that a friend is always here to help you. Todoroki looks up at Izuku, thinking, friend? Izuku is sighing and saying, yes, we're friends now. Izuku just making a glimmer smile, and that just lights up Todoroki until Todoroki passes out again. And Todoroki passed out again. Izuku getting announced for his second battle. His third battle, which would be against, let's see, I want to mix it up. So let's make his third battle against Monoma. Yeah, the guy that doesn't really like Class 1A. Izuku would be ready and going to the battlefield, as Monoma would be on the other side as well. Izuku facing Monoma for the very first time, and one of the only times that we be pitting these two against each other. Izuku knowing what he can do and knowing what he has to do. Izuku knows that he needs to be the number one to prove himself, just so that he can prove that he can beat everyone here and that he's the strongest. Monoma eventually walks up, stating that Izuku is not that powerful. Just because Izuku was born with a good quirk does not mean that Izuku was anything special. Monoma stating that he can copy anyone's quirk, practically giving his own quirk away. Izuku is thinking, so he probably has to touch me if he wants to copy my quirk. I don't even think he can copy the Omnitrix's powers. I don't even have a quirk. Izuku looking at the Omnitrix and then half transforming into forearms, using forearms' power just to get over there fast, and then half transforming into accelerate, pushing Monoma out of the stadium before Monoma even knows what is happening. This was basically like I wanted something different to happen. Izuku just showing how powerful he is without even Monoma knowing what's happening. So yeah. Izuku would fully transform back and would just basically wait for the next and final round, which would be against Bakugo. Now, this battle will probably take up most of the time that I have left. I basically spent 7 minutes talking about freaking Todoroki and Izuku's battle, but this might take even more time because this is a battle against rivals that have become friends lately but don't know really how to start off with their friendship. All they know is that they are going to win. Izuku gets on the platform as Bakugo is ready to take down Izuku. Izuku runs for Bakugo without transforming at all. Izuku then tries to grab Bakugo, but of course Bakugo uses his explosions to propel Izuku away from him. Izuku, knowing that he can't just take Bakugo down easy, he has to transform into one of his more powerful aliens. Going for the Omnitrix, he would transform, but then he would turn into Waka Trout. And I know what you're thinking. Why did I give Izuku Waka Trout? Because it would be funny. And I like funny. So Izuku is Waka Trout, and he's basically just running around the stadium trying to figure out how to not get caught by Bakugo. But of course, Bakugo grabbing Izuku would eventually just get out of Bakugo's hands because of how slippery a Waka Trout is, and would eventually just get pushed. Izuku would get away each time, with Bakugo trying to grab Izuku, but every time Bakugo grabs him, Izuku just gets out of Bakugo's grip. This would make Bakugo very mad that Izuku is somehow, technically beating him. Bakugo just not having this, which just starts flailing out and throwing explosions everywhere, until eventually Izuku realizes that he can just transform back, and forgetting about that for a little bit, hitting the Omnitrix, transforming back into his regular self, thinking that's okay, so now there's a randomizing function. How did that happen? Maybe it's from Vilgax messing with the Omnitrix. Izuku goes for another alien, tries to go for forearms, but then goes for Atomex. Izuku, thinking this might be better, and would actually run at Bakugo. Bakugo and Atomex basically colliding their explosions matching for explosions, and Bakugo would eventually get sent back, but stops himself with his own explosion. You see, there's a lot of explosions inside of this battle. Izuku would eventually use his explosions, atomic power to try and send a nuclear beam at Bakugo. But of course, Bakugo dodged, knowing that he can't deflect something like a nuclear beam. They are having a great battle. Bakugo eventually using his explosions just to get to Izuku and makes a basically howitzer impact. Basically explosions making smoke. Bakugo spinning around with his final attack, trying to put everything into defeating Izuku, making sure that he will be the last one standing. Bakugo just keeps going and spinning around, using his explosions to his fullest, eventually getting to Izuku and ready for his final attack. Izuku would use the rest of his time and create a basically nuclear beam that would stop this attack. Of course, both attacks would land and both of them getting blasted back. Bakugo being the one to fall first, while Izuku falling second. With this, Izuku would be declared the first place winner, while Bakugo would be second place, Todoroki would be third. Todoroki would share third with Monoma, as Monoma didn't put that much of a fight against Izuku for obvious reasons. Izuku is just better than Monoma in every way. Izuku will always be better than Monoma. And Monoma fans, you're just a hater. Get out my what if. Now, leave. Okay, with that out of the way, what happens next? Oh yeah, hero agencies and things like that. Wait, that's what happens, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, that is what happens. Hero agencies, or was it? I forgot. I've got to go check, don't I? Okay, I was right. It was the Hero Killer arc, which, unlike in canon, Izuku does not get picked by Gran Torino. Instead, that's where our great friend Lemillion goes. But this is about Izuku, not Lemillion. So we start off with Izuku looking for hero agencies, and he decides to go for Endeavor's hero agency, which is also where Todoroki ended up. Izuku using the time that he has in the hero agency to learn how to use his aliens in melee ways, coming up with new attacks, and basically making sure that he can think on the spot about what he can do. Izuku using the rest of the time. I already said that. Izuku eventually going out on the hero patrol with Endeavor, basically keeping up with Endeavor's speed. Izuku eventually fighting Ida with the hero killer. And of course, Todoroki would follow Izuku as well. Also, Todoroki, if I didn't say this before, is also inside of the Endeavor Hero Agency. Izuku I already said that. Why am I repeating things now? Izuku trying to be cautious with the hero killer, as the hero killer kills heroes. I don't know how obvious that was, but it is his name, so it must have been very obvious. Izuku fully transforming into Accelerate, trying to basically get behind the hero killer fast, but of course, the hero killer is a hero killer, so he was ready for another speed quirk, and would basically slash Izuku, lick his blood, and basically paralyze Izuku, which is also what he did to Ida. Todoroki eventually finding the hero killer along with Ida and Izuku. Todoroki would use his ice and then fire to make steam, so that Izuku and Todoroki can get out of here. Todoroki and Ida can get hot. Izuku, Todoroki, and Ida gets out of there and get permission from Endeavor to go all out, as Endeavor has other things to deal with. With this, Izuku goes into a fusion of Atomix, forearms, and let me say this: Atomix, forearms, and what else? Atomix, forearms, and accelerate. Yeah, that would be a good combination. With this, Izuku transforming into a three-way transformation, Izuku would eventually go into the ultimate version of that alien, being very, very powerful. With this, Izuku would immediately bash the hero killer down and get a one-hit KO. With that is where I will be leaving it off for now. I hope you liked the video and hope you like my other videos. Without further ado, Little Ninja out. Down, 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 down.